friends, and welcome back to my channel. I felt called to do another pick a card reading this week. I've already done one, but I felt called to do another. So I have 3 piles to choose from today, and this reading is going to be what you need to know about what's coming towards you in love. And I'm also going to show you the tarot decks that I'm using for each oracle deck. So these are all oracle decks, all made by the same person. And then I'll show you the crystal, and then I'll show you the tarot deck that I have picked for each pile. So for pile number 1, we're using Affairs of the Heart, and we have this red jasper. And the tarot deck that I'm using for this pile is called the Highly Sensitive Tarot. And maybe I'll just show you one card. We have the Moon. For pile number 2, we're using the Soul Seeker Signs, and we have this piece of Phoenix Jasper. And the tarot deck that I'm using for this is also the Highly Sensitive Tarot, but it's the first edition that she made. This edition is no longer in print. Only the new one that I just showed for pile 1 is available. That's the Knight of Swords. And for pile number 3, we have Ethereal Insights. And this is Howlite, and it's aura coated. So it's got kind of a pink coating to it. And the tarot deck that I'm using for pile number 3 is the Wild Reflections Tarot, which is this one. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. Not that these cards could be symbolic, but I just wanted to show you the artwork in case you're called to a specific one, or maybe you're called to a specific card. All right, so if you need a minute to sit with the energy, you can pause the video before you pick your pile. Just remember, intuitively, you should know if this reading is for you. And I didn't pre-shuffle out oracle cards for this pick a card. I'm kind of doing this like my collective reading, so I'm going to use this deck, shuffle everything on screen. So yeah, if you need a moment to pick your pile, pause the video, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose pile 1, which is Affairs of the Heart, and this red jasper, and the Highly Sensitive Tarot, this is going to be a reading about what you need to know about what's coming towards you in love. So I'm just going to move that crystal over here. I'm also going to ring my chimes, so if you're sensitive to noise, you might want to turn your volume down. All right, so we're going to have a look at what you need to know about love right now. So we're going to start with this deck. I also have a candle lit for you today. My kids got me these candles from a local crystal shop. They make them in the shop, and this one is red apple, and it smells amazing. So let's see what you need to hear about love and what's coming towards you. So, Spirit, what does pile 1 need to hear about love today? We have relax, downtime, self-care, take a break. So clearly you are someone who is taking a break from love right now, taking a break from a connection. We also have sadness, regret, past actions, karma. So it feels like you are currently taking a break from a connection, and you could be trying to manifest this person back. And it looks like whoever you're connected to is currently in regret for their past actions. So based on that energy, I'm going to start with getting a few cards about what you need to know or what's surrounding you. And then I might, since we have someone else's energy here, it seems like you're connected to someone. So then I'm going to pull some cards about your person, and then we'll get into tarot. So Spirit, what does pile 1 need to hear right now? What's surrounding them? Did anything flip out, or am I imagining that? I guess I'm imagining it. We have ego. So we have unexpected, surprise, shock out of the blue, and we have autumn. So something could have happened around autumn that you weren't expecting with this person. And it looks like whoever you were connected to was acting from a place of ego. It says focused on material things or actions from a place of fear. So you could have been dealing with someone who was more focused on material things, more focused on their finances, maybe the opinions of others I'm hearing, or whatever action they were taking towards you came from a place of fear. Something could have happened. Either you met this person unexpectedly or something happened unexpectedly with them, and it looks like you may have triggered this person's ego. This person could have also triggered your ego in some way. So let's see what you need to hear. Yeah, we have immature, so it feels like you were dealing with someone younger than you, or just more emotionally immature than you. We have soulmate on the bottom, so you felt a strong connection with this person. Childish player, playing games, immature. So like I said, this person could be younger than you, or they were just acting from an immature place, which makes sense with the ego card. And look, we have relax, so it looks like you're taking a break from this connection right now. And then we have the yes card. So if you were wondering, a question about this person, or if you're wondering if you are able to manifest something here, the answer is yes. I also feel like if you're wondering if you were right to take a break from this, or if this break is helping, the answer is yes. So now we're going to see what is going on with this person that you're connecting to, because someone you're connecting to seems to have regret for their past actions. So I'm interested to see what that's about. So Spirit, the person they're connected to, let's have a look at them. The person they're connected to. They could owe you some kind of truth here. I saw the truth card flip out. We have distance, so emotional distance or physical distance between you. We have an apology, and I did see that truth card. So it feels like regret for their past actions. Whoever you're connected to right now feels like they need to come towards you with an apology. We have air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this also reminds me of the Ace of Swords. So it feels like someone here, whoever this person is that you were dealing with, has kind of had a realization, and they've realized they need to apologize for their past actions. Let's get 2 more. 2 more, please, Spirit. Yeah, new perspective. So whoever this is has been looking at it from a different perspective. They're seeing your side of the story. And green eyes could be symbolic. We have passion, so lots of chemistry between the two of you, insane passion, magnetic attraction, and we have fresh start and dreams. So it feels like whoever this is getting divine guidance from dreams. They could be dreaming about you heavily. All right. And with that dream card, this person could be dreaming about whatever happened between you, whatever went down between you for their past actions. And I feel like they're waking up feeling your energy. This person is getting divinely guided to apologize to you for whatever happened in the past here. Like I said, bottom of the deck energy, we have a different perspective, which comes from Hanged Man energy, so from taking a break. So if you've been questioning this, if this break has done both of you good, or if it's helped, or if you've been doubting, like maybe I shouldn't have taken a break, Spirit's saying it did help here fresh start. It seems like there's a fresh start coming. So we're going to get tarot now. Oh my gosh, we have the Emperor first card. So you could be dealing with an Aries. Four of Pentacles. So it feels like whoever this was not in their masculine energy, was not in Emperor energy. I always say the Four of Pentacles is like baby Emperor energy. So I definitely feel like this person was acting from an immature place. And Four of Pentacles, it feels like you haven't been able to let this person go. We do have a strong soul connection here, and Emperor being the first card out, you could resonate with this being divine masculine, or you could resonate with this being your divine masculine. And like I said, with the Four of Pentacles, that's kind of an energy that you're still holding on. You haven't been able to let go of it. One more shuffle. We have the Queen of Swords. So you could have put up boundaries here. You could have been dealing with a younger fire sign. What is this card underneath? The Hierophant, soul connection. So you could have put up boundaries with this person, or this person could feel apprehensive about coming towards you, worried that they're going to get the sword with that Queen of Swords. You could have been accepting less than you deserved in this connection, I'm hearing. Also, my kids are outside playing on the trampolines, so if it gets loud, that's what you're hearing. So we do have the Six of Pentacles here, which is about equal give and take and reciprocity. So there could have been a lack of balance here, especially with this ego card focused on material things. There could have been a lack of give and take here. It could have become unbalanced with the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So you could be very focused on, like, you could be protecting your pentacle right now. You could be tending to your inner garden with that Queen of Pentacles. It feels like you saw commitment with this person. I also saw on the bottom of the deck underneath fresh start, life partner. So it does feel like you saw the potential of something here. The Queen of Pentacles can also talk about, you know, focusing on your pentacle world, focusing on like having nice things. So maybe that's connected to your person being focused on material things. But let's have a look. We're going to start with your energy. So show me the viewer's energy. That came out so quick. We have the Queen of Wands. I like it. Oh my gosh. I just heard a song that I haven't heard in a long time. And it's not even a song that, like, I've never had it on one of my playlists, but it just popped into my head. I don't know who sings it, but it's a country song. And it's like, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So I love that for you, Queen of Wands. And I'm seeing a lot of queen energies. So you could be the same gender. All these queens that I'm seeing, that doesn't have to, like, if that doesn't resonate, don't take it as, oh, this isn't my reading. But the fact that I'm seeing so many queens and I saw the Emperor, it could be that you are working through all your queen energies, working towards Empress energy, working towards divine feminine energy. I love this for you, Queen of Wands. So you're, you know, you're working on your confidence, creating, or you could be working on your creativity, reconnecting to your inner spark. Very confident energy. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Very magnetic energy. You're in very magnetic energy right now. It's like you're, when you focus on that fire within, you become magnetic. I like it. I'm not going to sing it again. All right, so let's get another card for you. Let's look at your current energy. Let's look at the viewer's current energy. We have the Moon, which I did, that was the card I showed you in the intro, was the Moon. Divine feminine energy, beautiful. So you could be doing shadow work right now, trying to trust your intuition. If you look at this card, I'm an intuitive reader, so I do I see messages on the cards. But we have this feminine sitting alone here, you know, trusting their intuition, looking at the moon. And if you look out here, there's two birds here. So it does feel like you feel an intuitive connection with this person. You could resonate with divine feminine. You know, really trying to trust your intuition when it comes to this connection. You could also, like I said, be doing shadow work, working on your own healing with the moon. And some fears could be popping up for you right now as well. And then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, which is amazing because it shows that you're healing. You're learning lessons. You're healing from the past with the Ten of Swords in reverse. I'm really happy to see that in your energy. It does look like you want to reconciliate with this person with the Ten of Swords in reverse, but improvement. You're going through a lot of improvements right now, healing, lessons learned, healing from the past. It does look like your intuition tells you that you want to put this connection back together. So I do believe that you are manifesting an apology from this person, or you're manifesting putting this connection back together. And it says the clouds are finally parting and better days are ahead. So better days are coming, my friend. Ten of Swords in reverse. So now let's look at your person. Let's see your person's energy. Show me their person's energy. We have the Three of Wands. Show me their person's energy. We have the Hierophant. Whoa. So your person could have recently celebrated a birthday and maybe you didn't reach out, or maybe you had a birthday and they didn't reach out. Typically, the Three of Cups is the birthday card, but on this card, the Three of Wands has this happy birthday banner. So for your person's energy, they are thinking about the future, envisioning a future here. There is growth here in your person's energy, growth and progress, and you could be a guiding light to this person. I think it's very interesting that we have a candle here because I mentioned that you could resonate with like twin flames. And we have one candle here, and then in the distance, there's a lighthouse. So I feel like your light, especially where you are this Queen of Wands right now, is actually guiding this person energetically. This person is thinking about the future. With the Hierophant coming out, I feel like this person is thinking about the future and marriage. And I feel like they are being guided by their higher self here. The bear also reminds me of awakening from a spiritual slumber. So I feel like your person is awakening. That's repetitive. Awakening from an awakening. I feel like your person has been kind of in withdrawal or in Four of Swords energy, and they're starting to wake up here. And with the Hierophant, for some of you, they could have gotten therapy, or an advisor could be helping them to go through this growth and expansion. Let's get one more for your person's energy. So for energies, so far we have fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Pisces and Cancer energy with the moon. We have Taurus with Hierophant. So let's get one more for your person's energy. Show me their person's energy. So we have the Two of Wands. So it's interesting that we have the Two of Wands and then the Three of Wands. And then I mentioned awakening from a spiritual slumber. So it does feel like your person is making progress. And Two of Wands can be about preparing to leave your comfort zone. So it feels like this person is at some sort of crossroads where they feel like they need to come towards you. They're getting ready to leave their comfort zone. And that's why I keep hearing like awakening from a spiritual slumber. I was seeing the Four of Swords. So it's like this person is getting ready to come out of isolation, to give you an apology. We have the World on the bottom. So fixed signs could be symbolic. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. I finally have those nailed. I nailed them. So the world in reverse. So your person realizing that they took you for granted with the world in reverse. This person feels like this is unfinished, like they don't have closure over what happened between you. Again, world card in reverse. This person feels like something is missing in their life, and that's you. They feel like there's a void in their life. With the Two of Wands, this person could also be making, and the world, this person could be making a lot of progress on some of their patterns. So some of these patterns where they acted from an immature place or acted from a place of ego. I actually saw, when I was shuffling, I did see the cycle cards. So this person could have had some unhealthy patterns, I'm hearing. So lack of closure, feeling incomplete, emptiness, world in reverse. So they have a sense of emptiness, missing something in love life, taking partner for granted. So this person definitely has a new perspective because they're feeling like they took you for granted. And I don't feel like that was their perspective in the past. So I just want to see how you're feeling about this person. How are you feeling about this person? We have the Three of Swords in reverse. So there's another energy of wanting, like there's two cards here about wanting to reconcile with this person, wanting to make amends, wanting to forgive them. But perhaps, you know, you're still waiting for an apology from them. With the Three of Swords in reverse, it's highly likely that you've already forgiven this person, even though they didn't apologize yet. And sometimes when I talk about this in some of my readings, when we energetically forgive someone, it can actually cause them to want to come towards us with an apology once we're not holding on to that resentment. So, like I said, it does feel like you want to reconciliate with this person with the Three of Swords in reverse. Let's get one more. I feel like you want them to make things right. How are you feeling about this person? Judgment. So here we have another card about wanting like a resurrection, a renewal. And for how you feel about this person, you know, it looks like you feel like your person had a lot of self-evaluating to do. And I feel like you're hoping that they're awakening, which I am seeing in their energy. Remember, I keep hearing awakening from a spiritual slumber. So you feel like this person needs to make adjustments if you're going to have a renewal here. So let's see how this person is feeling about you. How is this person feeling about you? We have the we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Emperor. So this person wants to come in out of the cold with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. They want to come in out of the cold. You know, they feel like they need to make some positive changes here, or they've made some positive changes, and they feel like they need to take action towards you. They feel like they need to be more open with you and to step up here and take the lead with the Emperor. They could also feel like you are standing in your masculine energy. So, you know, masculine energy is, I know my worth, I know what I deserve, I know that I am more than enough, which makes sense with the Queen of Wands being there. That's a very confident energy. My kids are so loud. You could have met this person when they were younger, or you were younger, or you were both more immature. I just want to get one more for how this person feels about you. There's a sense of wanting, they're hoping that when they come back that you'll welcome them, or that you'll be open to hearing them out. I do feel like this person feels like you've made a lot of changes as well, positive changes in your energy. This person wants to overcome adversity here with you with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I just want to get one more for how they're feeling about you. Whoops, I need to, It's not in alignment. It's not in alignment. Just one more on how this person is feeling about you. One more. We have the okay. Okay. The card that I was going to get flipped back in, which is usually Spirit's way of saying not that card, but I'm going to mention it. The Tower just flipped out and then flipped back in the deck. So the Tower. So it feels like this person feels like something was unstable here, but let me just see. How is this person feeling about you? That one flipped out. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So they definitely want to come towards you here, but they're feeling like you're going through a glow up. They feel like they could have you up on a little bit of a pedestal here with the Nine of Pentacles. That Tower card flipping out and flipping back in was interesting. So how this person is feeling about you, they do feel like something crumbled here between you with the Tower. It could have happened unexpectedly. For how they feel about you, they do feel like you're going through a glow up here with the Nine of Pentacles, like you've empowered yourself, you're standing strong in your energy. They could have felt like, for this connection, they could have felt, they see you as being very independent right now, but they could have felt like you could have threatened their independence. Like maybe this person had a fear of giving up their independence. Like I said, this person sees you as going through a glow up right now with the Nine of Pentacles. They see you doing really well. So let's look at their intentions. You know, I just want to look at my book for the Tower card for 1 minute, because I don't believe, like, there was a reason I saw it. Disaster, destruction, upheaval, sudden change. The old ways are no longer useful. So this person knows with the Tower for how they feel about you. They know they can't show up in the way that they used to. They have to show up differently. They have to show up like this Five of Pentacles in reverse. They have to show up showing more positive change. They have to show up in like this Emperor energy, so taking the lead, stepping up. It's interesting too, because the Tower talks about foundational shift in the way they view love. So we saw that with new perspective. They've had a shift in how they view love. Six of Swords on the bottom. So the Six of Swords does talk about, you know, wanting to reconnect, wanting to repair a disconnect, wanting to come towards you, move into calmer waters. This person could fear that you're moving on without them. So we're going to look at their intentions. Show me their intentions. We have the Wild card. And we have the King of Wands. So their intentions are to take control of this. And the King of Wands coming out for their intentions, they want to match your energy because you're coming out as the Queen of Wands. We also have a pairing here with the King and Queen of Wands. I stopped mentioning signs. We have Aries with the Emperor. We have fire energy with the King of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I'm just going to look at this Wild card for their intentions. Openness to change. Amazing. So the Wild card talks about this person's intentions are to be open to change. They're open to making the changes they need to make to come back towards you here. And the King of Wands, you know, that's a more mature energy. When I was shuffling, I did see the Knight of Wands, and this card right here, this immature card, like playing games, player energy reminded me of the Knight of Wands. So this person's intentions are to come towards you in a more mature energy. And you see here, it says peace for all. So their intentions here are to restore peace to this connection. The Knight of Wands takes control, and that's how they're feeling. Like the Emperor, they need to take control of this situation. They need to step up and lead, and that's confirmed here with the King of Wands. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have Justice. So there's the apology. There's them making things right after a period of reflection. We see this person looking in the mirror. So after a period of reflection, after their perspective shifting, after seeing things more clearly, seeing your side of the story, I'm hearing, this person's intentions are they're open to change and wanting to come forward with that apology with Justice on the bottom. That's Libra energy, 10 of Pentacles, long-term commitment. My ears are ringing. Hello? Is anyone there? My ears are ringing. Confirmation. All right. So the next thing we're going to look at is I'm going to look at future energy between the two of you, and this will show us actions. So maybe we'll do the next 6 weeks. We'll do the next 6 weeks. Show me the next 6 weeks energy between these two. The next 6 weeks, please. We have the Ace of Swords. Didn't I say it with that air sign? I was seeing the Ace of Swords. So we have a breakthrough moment happening in the next 6 weeks. Something you've been manifesting is coming in here. This person seems to be waiting for the right time to come in. We have communication with the Ace of Swords. So communication, clarity, breakthrough moment. Again, this is someone who's had an epiphany. An honest conversation I'm hearing in the next 6 weeks. Let's see what else comes out the next 6 weeks. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. King of Swords on the bottom. So again, King of Swords, this person they're coming towards this with truth and clarity. Four of Cups in reverse is someone, like, you're going to have clarity about this with the Four of Cups in reverse. That's clarity. That's new awareness. Someone's coming out of silence here is what I'm hearing. King of Swords on the bottom. Four of Cups in reverse. This person taking control of this situation. Clarity, awareness, choosing happiness, being more active in love, new understanding of love, new perspective, and fresh start. Remember the bottom of the deck. New perspective and fresh start. That's kind of this energy right here. This just flipped off the top, Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. I'm going to put it back in. We'll see if it comes out. So one more card the next 6 weeks. The next 6 weeks, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. It's funny, that landed on the arm of my chair and flipped, like turned into reverse. So the Five of Cups in reverse does show healing from the past. This person, you know, I think that's symbolic of that apology. Look at that. Next 6 weeks, we have Nine of Cups and Justice. Justice. Why do I feel like I was saying that wrong? So you will get your justice, and it's showing in the next 6 weeks. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, so something you've been manifesting here. 10 of Pentacles, something leading to long-term stability. Five of Cups in reverse also is very similar to the Six of Cups, because it leads to the Six of Cups, I'm hearing, but the Five of Cups in reverse, finding peace, seeing positive change. I feel like you're going to see that this person has a new perspective, and you're going to see the positive changes they've made, and that they want peace. Remember that King of Wands, peace for all. Healing old wounds. So something that happened that caused that regret that we saw in the very beginning of this reading. You're going to be healing that past wound with this person. Someone you knew in the past may rekindle your hope for the future. And the Nine of Cups talks about seeing the positives. So it's very connected to this Five of Cups in reverse. You're going to see the positive changes this person has made, and they're going to rekindle your hope for the future here. And I think that's why that yes card was there. So what is your advice? What can you focus on right now? What is your advice? What advice does the viewer need? We have death. So I do feel like this person has been transforming, and right now focus on, I think sometimes we, like our ego can see an ending as that's it, it's over. But I feel like there's a fresh start coming, there's a rebirth coming, and focus on your transformation here. That's your advice, is to focus on your own transformation. We see this beautiful butterfly. I think that's already what you're focused on. So you're going through a major change, transition, or a transformation. And I feel like that's symbolic too of your person, like the past version of them, the past version of you, the past version of both of you is being transformed throughout this transition, this transitional period, this downtime. And this also says that a new chapter is about to begin for you. So a new chapter, a fresh start. It also talks about changes in a relationship. So I do feel like there's important changes coming for this relationship. We have Scorpio energy here. So I'm just going to see if, I wasn't planning on getting another deck, but I'm feeling called to just see if Spirit has any additional advice for you. So the first cut is Hanged Man energy. So Hanged Man energy, you know, Hanged Man energy is kind of like a pause. It's a sacrifice you make in order for growth and enlightenment and new perspectives. So new perspectives is confirmed here. And Hanged Man energy, you know, leads to transformation. We have balance, temperance, so be patient. Transformation takes time. With temperance coming out, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but something could have been unbalanced within this connection. And look at this, we have healing begins. So this is Six of Swords energy. So this transition allowed you both to start healing. Oh, and we have the Hierophant. So what is your advice? What is your advice? We have Four of Cups, opportunity beckons. So remember, in the next 6 weeks, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So there is opportunity coming towards you with this opportunity beckons card. I'm just going to look at, I'm actually going to get one more. I definitely feel like this person is seeing you as a missed opportunity. I'm hearing an opportunity that you thought, you missed is now coming back around again after self-reflection and seek. So, you know, there is an energy here with seek, that's the Hermit card, Virgo energy, to look within for these answers. I feel like whatever you need to know about this connection, those answers are within you. To keep focusing on your soul's, like soul introspection, soul reflection. The Hermit card also says, you know, don't be afraid of this time where you're alone, because your soul is expanding. So even though like maybe you're not happy with the way things are going right now, or maybe you are unhappy with how things played out, that this chance to be alone actually created a new opportunity within this connection. So if you're feeling discouraged with this one right here, if you're feeling discouraged, Spirit says an opportunity is coming towards you. So try not to be discouraged. Try not to hold on to that energy of discouragement. You may no longer be believing that this relationship will manifest. So you could be like feeling very alone, or you could be losing hope. And this is saying that you need to provide the universe with belief in this opportunity and help the universe manifest this with you. You need to help the universe. When your enthusiasm diminishes, you no longer provide the universe with the energy needed to produce your manifestation. This requires vigilance, action, and enthusiasm. Lift your spirits and look for the opportunity that will present itself. So this opportunity is going to present itself. You need to believe. And what's really interesting is on the bottom we have believe and succeed. So believe in this. And then the Hermit card, I just want to see if there's anything you need from this one. Sometimes individuals become so engrossed in a relationship or in wanting a relationship that all perspective is lost. This relationship becomes their world and they lose sight of themselves. And I already think that there has been a step taken back from this relationship in order for this self-introspection. There can't be a we until there is a me. So that's very symbolic of, and you're already in Queen of Wands energy, so it looks like, you know, you have, you know, found yourself, or you've realized your own potential, and you're calling this in with this Queen of Wands. You're very magnetic right now. So be clear with yourself and your guides about who you are and what you really need in life. You may be surprised by the answers. Take a walk in nature, quiet your mind, listen for messages from the birds and trees. Give yourself the gift of daily 5-minute meditations. Pull a card from a tarot deck or an oracle deck, and sit with the card's image, seeking its deeper meaning for you and about what role relationships play in your life. I take time for solitude and introspection. So I'm seeing the Swan card in the animal deck. Don't take this solo time for granted. It's healing, potent energy right now. All right, and I'm just going to get a few messages from your person to see what they want to say to you. What does this person want to say to you? We have soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. What does this person want to say to you? I think that is very symbolic of how they feel about you with the Nine of Pentacles. I said that they could have put you up on a bit of a pedestal. I was seeing the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles. So this person could have thought that they weren't worthy of you, or that you were better than them. And I'm not saying they ever said that to you. They could have self-sabotaged because of that. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. You're a better person than I am. Unworthy. We have absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. We have ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. And let's go one more. We have self-love. I am trying to heal. So this person is trying to heal. And on the bottom, we have time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. So this person is missed opportunity. So this person is seeing you as a missed opportunity, and they are wondering if they've taken too long to come back towards you. So pile 1, that was your reading. I hope it resonated for you. I am sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose pile 2 and the Soul Seeker Signs Oracle deck and this Phoenix Jasper, this is going to be your reading about what you need to know about love. And we're also using, I showed you this in the intro, we're using the Highly Sensitive Tarot. And this one is not being made currently, but she does have a new version, which I like just as much. I actually like it a little better because it's on different cardstock. It's on slightly thinner cardstock and has gold edging. And I just find it shuffles easier than this one. The images are just as beautiful, and there are some reoccurring images in it. So if you really like this deck, you might like the new version of it. But we'll come back to tarot. So you'll know if this reading is yours or not if you're resonating with these oracle cards. So let's see. Tattoos could be symbolic. You could resonate with divine feminine. Maybe you recently got a tattoo to symbolize being a divine feminine, or you have like a divine feminine tattoo of some sort. Maybe you have a phoenix tattoo. We have temptation, but we'll see what comes out. We have ghosted, so someone could have ghosted you. So let's see what's on the bottom, and that's where we're going to start from. We have introvert, likes own company, quiet, shy. That could be you, or that could be the person you're dealing with. I also see someone here wearing headphones. You could be neurodivergent. You could be autistic, for example. You could be an introvert. I'm also hearing that you could be an introvert until you know someone, and then once you know someone, you kind of come out of your shell. And then we have boundaries. So it feels like right now you are spending time with yourself. It feels like there's boundaries in place with this connection. This could be a connection that you communicated your needs in a healthy, clear way, and then this person ghosted you because maybe they were unwilling, or I shouldn't say unwilling, maybe they were unwilling, but maybe they weren't able to meet your needs. And after you communicated your needs in a healthy way and they possibly ghosted you, maybe a boundary went up for you. And we have career, so it feels like right now, whoever you are, you're focused on your career, you're focused on yourself. So if that resonates, then this is your reading. So let's see what we need to hear about you and what's happening here. So it feels like you are dealing with someone that you felt an instant connection with, a soul spark. I did see that divine feminine card, so you could resonate with divine feminine. We have signs, synchronicities, repeating numbers, feathers, butterflies. So it feels like whoever this is or whatever this connection is, it doesn't feel like you're with this person right now, but it feels like you felt an instant soul spark with them. And it feels like you started seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities about this connection. Green eyes could be symbolic. So you could have green eyes, or your person could have green eyes. We have suspicious. I'm hearing a few things for that. I just want to see what else comes out. We have funny, makes you laugh, fun to be around. So you could be someone who's very fun to be around after you come out of your shell. Once people get to know you, I feel like this person made you laugh. But the suspicious card, it could be that you are not trusting the signs and synchronicities you're seeing from the universe. You could be doubting it a little. This could also have to do with your person, especially if you are highly intuitive. You could have been seeing, like, I'm hearing yellow flags. You could have been seeing yellow flags causing you to be suspicious of this person. Again, you might not be trusting the signs and synchronicities you're seeing from the universe right now. Let's get 2 more. We have glasses and runner on the bottom. So it feels like you were dealing with someone who maybe was a runner, triggered running away fears. We have glasses. So glasses can also talk about a new perspective. So you could be seeing this person in a new perspective. You could be realizing that they are a runner. Like I said, you could have been suspicious of this person, or you could be highly intuitive. And you could have, with that first energy on the bottom of the deck, you could have communicated your needs to this person and they could have run. You communicating your needs could have triggered some of their fears or triggered some unhealed wounds. You could wear glasses, or your person could wear glasses. And we have vacation, so a break. So maybe this person went on vacation and you didn't trust what they were doing. I don't know, because maybe your person is someone who is very friendly. Maybe sometimes people think they're flirting because they're so friendly, or maybe you thought they were flirting with others. There could be something here about them going on vacation and you didn't trust what they, like maybe you didn't trust them while they were on vacation. But if that's not resonating, the vacation card also talks about a break and rest. So I feel like, again, what I'm seeing on, hang on. What I'm seeing on, who has ADHD? Oh yeah, it's me. Sorry, this candle's not burning because there's too much wax in it. And I don't have anywhere to put the wax right now, so I'm just trying to put it around the edge of the candle to make room for this flame to grow. That could be very symbolic to this energy that I'm channeling. Like maybe there needed to be a break, like I was saying. All right, that's a bit better. Again, who has ADHD? Oh yeah, it's me. It definitely feels, hazel eyes could be symbolic. It definitely feels like you were connecting with a runner. So I'm curious to see, with pile 1, it was very clear that they were dealing with someone else. I do see that you're dealing with someone else here, but I'm just going to leave it open to spirit to show me what we need to know about this person and what's coming. Sorry, I want the candle to be able to burn. Maybe you're someone who used to play with like fire and candles. I used to do that until I started a fire and then I had to stop. That's better. So that was weird. Let's see what spirit has to say about this person and what's coming, or what you need to know. So we have no contact. So you're not in contact with this person. Not talking, silent, stonewalled. And that's what I mean in the beginning of the reading on the bottom of the deck with communicating your needs. You could have been you could be a divine feminine, and part of the divine feminine journey is learning how to speak up about your needs without the fear that if you speak up about your needs, this person will run away. And I feel like that could have been what happened, is that you spoke up about your needs and this person ran. They could have gone silent on you. They could have left you on red. We have obstacles. So there has been obstacles with this person. Obstacles, detours, delays, blockages. So it feels to me like you were either suspicious of something, or you spoke up about your needs, or you spoke up and a wall went up. And again, I keep hearing that you could be doubting the signs and synchronicities that you're seeing. You could be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities about this person and doubting those. We have delays. So there's been delays here. So that could be causing you to be suspicious. Was this actually a soul spark? Was it actually a soul connection? Let's get 2 more. It could have been very hard for you to speak up about your needs. That is something that I see a lot in this community or in the divine community, that is one of the things the divine feminine needs to learn, is how to speak up about their needs without fearing that that person is going to run or reject them. And you could have been someone who, I just saw the codependency card on the bottom of the deck with this one. So you could have been someone who had a fear of being abandoned. So you didn't voice your opinion. And now thinking back to the bottom of the deck, we had that introvert, quiet, shy. So it could have taken you a lot, and a lot of growth and a lot of courage to speak up about your needs. And I feel like when you did, this person, a wall went up. They went silent on you. So we have past, yeah, there's that codependency card. So we have past life, soul tie. You've met each other before. So Spirit's confirming. I feel like you're suspicious. Is this really a soul tie connection? Am I just delusional? Are these signs that I'm seeing just a coincidence? Do you know how much I hate when people say that they can explain why we see repetitive things and it's not spiritual? Whatever. You don't speak the language of the universe. That's not my problem. I don't know what is with me in this reading. Anyway, I don't know what is going on with me in this reading. Let's get 1 more. One more. We have birds. So one of the signs and synchronicities you could be seeing right now are birds. So trust in that. Anytime you see a bird, look up what it means. Especially if you're in a soul connection or a twin flame connection, if that's what you resonate with. Look up the meaning of that bird within, like with twin flames. I know this says robin, crows, magpies. Magpies do symbolize twin flames. So if you're seeing magpies, where I live, we don't have magpies, but I have magpies on, like I see them like in TV shows. I have a lot of cards with magpies on them. And we have marriage. So it does feel like this could have been someone you were married to, but I don't know. It feels though like this is someone you saw yourself marrying, someone you saw yourself having a family with. For some of you, maybe you were married and you do have a family. And you could have triggered this person's fear of commitment with that runner energy. Like this person could have saw marriage with you and you could have triggered their fear of commitment, their fear of intimacy, runner energy. Also these are very common energies within that twin flame dynamic. You could have spoke up about your needs. And one of the things that you could have spoke up about is that you wanted something that led to marriage or commitment or something stable. And again, whatever side of the stage people exit on for actors, that's what I'm hearing, like exit stage left or whatever the proper terminology is. So I didn't do this for pile 1, but Spirit's telling me to get a couple more. So maybe we'll get 3 more? 3 more? We have signs. So trust the signs you're seeing. If you really aren't trusting the universe, you can ask the universe for very specific signs. I can remember early on in my journey, I said, if I should go down this path, show me a penguin. If I should go down this path, show me a whatever I picked. It might have been a hippo. I don't know. I picked 2 very specific animals and Spirit sent me a very clear sign. So if you are suspicious of the signs and synchronicities you're seeing, ask for some really specific signs, ones that you don't already associate with this person or your journey. We have rose-colored glasses. So you could have been within this connection with that codependency card. Like I said, you could have been afraid to speak up to about your needs. Didn't I say yellow flags? Is this a reading that I said yellow flags? It is. So you could have seen yellow flags or even red flags, but maybe you had a hard time taking off these rose-colored glasses. I do feel like you took them off and spoke up about your needs, though. And I feel like probably your worst fear happened. That person went ghost on you, or they went silent. And then we have compromise, middle ground, peaceful resolution. So it does feel like there is a compromise coming. And on the bottom, we have blue eyes. So I've seen hazel eyes, green eyes. Now we have blue eyes, but we have divine feminine. So this is all part of your journey, I'm hearing. These are all like part of the journey is to speak up about your needs without the fear of someone running away, and knowing that if they do run away, then it's not the right time, or they weren't prepared to meet your needs. It's not a reflection of you as a person. Part of the journey is taking off those rose-colored glasses. All right. So let's get you some tarot now. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So it does feel like you were invested in this connection, and maybe you never saw the that return on your investment. We have the King of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, you could have seen yourself marrying this person. Hang on. I'm sure those of you who play with candles know exactly what I'm doing. The wax is pooling to the point where this flame can't stay lit. So I'm just slowly doing this, and the wax hardens on the edge. For those of you who don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. The fact that I'm playing with this candle, the flame could be symbolic, I said. All right. I think when I'm done your reading, I'm going to have to find somewhere to dump that wax out. I'm not going to do that on camera because I'd probably spill it and make an ass of myself. All right. So let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the two of you up here, since there already seems to be a divide. And I'm going to look at both of your energies. Nine of Wands, love that's not easy. Love that's hard work, but leads to self-improvement. Long journey. You're wounded and weary from battle, but you persevere with hope and determination. Nine of Wands. So like I said, if you like this deck, I would definitely recommend checking out King of Swords. I would definitely recommend checking out the new one. This is the new one. And I think she is in Germany. Highly sensitive, a heart that sees deeper. You could definitely be, I know that highly sensitive, autistics have been called highly sensitive for ages. So you could be autistic. So on the bottom, we have the King of Swords. So you could have, again, the King of Swords can talk about high standards. So you could have spoken up very honestly about your needs here with this King of Swords. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone who, you know, is not communicating with you right now, someone who's detached from you right now, I'm hearing. So let's look at your energy first. Show me the viewer. Show me the viewer. We have the Seven of Wands, boundaries. Boundaries. protecting your heart space. There could be other people in your ear about this connection. That's also something that happens on the twin flame journey, is other people, you know, other people's opinions. Sometimes with the Seven of Wands, you'll see other wands like poking at you. So you could have friends telling you, you're crazy. Why do you still think about this person? Just move on. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me in this reading. It's funny because on the bottom of the deck with that introvert, I am someone who's an introvert. And in this reading, I feel more so outspoken. Like I feel more, I don't know. I don't know how to explain the energy that I'm picking up on. All right, your energy. Yes. 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 Nine of Pentacles. Yes. Friends could be symbolic. I just heard Monica. You go, girl. That's something that I can't say. And I'm not saying that you're a girl, but that's what I was hearing. I was seeing Monica like, you go, girl. She says how she sounds ridiculous saying it. I sound ridiculous saying it. Again, not saying you're a girl, but standing strong, standing your ground, standing in your power, boundaries. Nine of Pentacles, glow up energy. Nine of Pentacles always gives me a little bit of mini Empress as well. Independent, self-sufficient. You've been working on your confidence. Love it. I love it. One more. We have the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups. So it does feel like you feel a soul connection with this person. It feels like right now you're moving forward. You're not waiting, you're moving forward, although this person is still in your mind with the Six of Cups. I always say we shouldn't wait, but we should keep moving forward. Moving forward doesn't mean we run out and like start dating every living thing we see. But moving forward is not standing still. It's continuing on your journey. You could be thinking about, you could be taking a trip with the Six of Swords. I just see this person has a suitcase. But right now you're transitioning into a version of your higher self with the Nine of Pentacles. Love it. And sometimes, you know, not sometimes, by putting up boundaries and speaking up about our needs, it elevates us. It empowers us. Even if that person exits stage left, or even if they go ghost, it empowers us to speak up for ourselves. So I do feel like you're transitioning into your higher self. And like I said, with the Six of Cups, you could be still thinking about this person. You could, you know, be feeling very nostalgic. It does feel like you have love for this person, but you're also balancing your head and your heart. You know, your heart says, I feel like this is a soul connection. I love this person. I miss this person. But your head is telling you, maybe I needed to speak up for myself, or I needed to put up boundaries. Balanced head and heart with, I'm seeing the King of Cups underneath the Six of Cups, which is why I'm saying that. So I like it. I like it. All right, let's look at your person's energy. Show me their person's energy. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Do I want to, you know, that was crossing. That was crossing. So let me just flip that around. When they come out crossing, I mean, I could do what other readers do. So let me, that didn't help. Let me just see how this wants to fall. Reverse, okay. I should have trusted my intuition. Interesting. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Let's get another one. just heard one of my kids scream. They're fine. It wasn't a bad scream. One more for your person. Knight of Wands. Yeah. They're still in a bit of runner energy, my friend. Knight of Wands. So they're still in this kind of inconsistent hot and cold energy, which would explain all these delays. So it doesn't feel, you're not the one causing the delays. I shouldn't really be taking sides. It's funny, I laid those out the wrong way. There seems to be something out of balance in your person's energy, if I'm being honest. I meant to lay them out this way. But Knight of Wands, they're still in kind of in that immature, hot and cold energy, inconsistent runner energy. But it looks like there's a lot going on in their life right now. There's a lot of conflict within their practical life with the Three of Pentacles, in their pentacle world, in their physical world. So there could be, you know, I'm seeing your person could be having arguments or having conflict with coworkers, with friends, with finances, with their living situation, because they're still in this runner energy. And it's almost like I'm kind of seeing the universe is trying to get them to stop running by placing towers in their way. So that's not the right book. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Conflict, ego, lack of motivation. Could talk about a lack of harmony and cooperation between friends and coworkers. Conflicts in practical life, not being a good teammate in love. So again, this person, it feels like they couldn't meet your needs. Even though you communicated about them in a healthy way, they couldn't meet those needs. So I feel like they ran, or they ghosted you, or they left you unread, or they went silent. Because this person, it looks like their world is kind of upside down right now. I'm not just saying that because of the reversals. There's a lot of conflicts in their practical life that lead them to not be able to be a good teammate to you right now. So I almost feel like you're being divinely protected in a way too from whatever's going on in this person's life and from their own instability. This person definitely could have had a fear of commitment. The Knight of Wands, like this person and the Hierophant in reverse, I feel like they feared commitment here. And that's what I said about this life partner card, that they could have seen the potential of marriage with you, and that could have triggered their fear of commitment, their fear of intimacy. For some of you, if your person is married, and please save your judgment, if your person, you won't get judgment from me. If your person is married, it looks like there's conflict within that marriage. That's not going to be for all of you. And this person is feeling very restricted right now. So even if they wanted to meet your needs, they are feeling restricted to be able to commit to this right now with the Hierophant in reverse. Values not aligned. So again, what you needed, they couldn't meet those needs because you weren't in alignment. And again, it seems like they're feeling like something in their personal life is restricting them from being able to meet your needs or commit to this right now. And Knight of Wands, you know, they're in a bit of, they're still in runner energy here. On the bottom, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So the Two of Cups in reverse is about separation, disharmony, separation, division, imbalance, tension, bad communication, withdrawal. So this person's bad communication could be a thing here. From what I was seeing, yours said healthy communication. I'm just going to throw that out there. Yours said healthy communication. They're bad communication. So they're not able to communicate in a healthy way. Relationship imbalance, codependency. So again, codependency could have been triggered within this connection. All right, so let's see how you're feeling about them. How are you feeling about them? That's too many. I'm going to take the one that fell in between my legs and not this little stack that fell out over here. So we have Temperance. I like the similarities here. And if you look at this, both of these cards are looking over at this person. So for how you feel about this person, there definitely could have been an imbalance within this connection, an energetic imbalance, because Temperance talks, and the Two of Cups over here in reverse talked about an energetic imbalance. So for how you feel about this person, you're trying to be patient. You're trying to be patient with that Temperance card. It looks like you want harmony restored. You know, you want peace with this person. I forgot to mention signs. So we have Sagittarius and Taurus and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius there. But it looks like you're trying to be patient. And like I said, for how you feel about this person, I feel called to go right to the shadow attributes of Temperance. It talks about imbalances. Something that is out of balance causing stress and anxiety. So it feels like there was an imbalance here. And again, for how you feel about your person, you want balance, you want harmony. We have the King of Swords on the bottom for how you're feeling about them. So it looks like you're looking at this logically, like you're looking at it logically. But I also feel like you feel like this person is cold and detached from you right now. So let's get a few more for how you're feeling about them. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse for how you feel about them. So I feel like you feel like you were accepting less than you deserved. And again, I spoke about how that's part of, I kept seeing that Divine Feminine card. That's part of the lesson of the Divine Feminine, is to stop putting up with less than they deserve. And just a reminder, I'm not talking about gender. For how you feel about this person, you could also feel like your person is staying in, has a fear of changing and is staying in a bad situation, whatever that situation is for you. This is a collective reading. So whatever that situation is for you, you feel like they are kind of staying in that bad situation, that they have a fear of change, and you were accepting less than you deserved. You're seeing, logically, you deserved more, you deserved better. So this person, you could be feeling like they are stuck in an unhappy relationship, an unhappy job, an unhappy situation, or other area. They are experiencing a period of stagnation and are afraid to make a change. So however that's resonating for you. Let's see how your person is feeling about you. That's interesting. We have the King of Pentacles. So when that came out, I heard the song Hero by Enrique Iglesias. I heard, I could be your hero, baby. So for how your person is feeling about you, they feel like you are someone who wants commitment. You are someone who wants stability. You are someone who wants marriage. And again, what I'm seeing in your person's energy right now is they don't feel like they can offer you that at this time. It doesn't mean they won't ever be able to. But there's like disharmony in their life right now, whatever that disharmony is. And they feel, with the Hierophant in reverse, they feel unable to give you that commitment right now. But they know you want it here with the King of Pentacles. For how they feel about you, we have a couple of cards. We have the Page of Cups. So it's interesting because this person could feel like if they don't get their act together, you're going to meet someone new. Or maybe you already have someone new in your energy and they know that. With that Page of Cups, it's giving me like I right away heard new love. So this person, I feel like they're afraid that you could meet someone who can give you everything you need and meet your needs before they'll be able to. It doesn't, again, that doesn't mean that this person won't be able to meet your needs ever. But this person is experiencing delays, and you're seeing them as experiencing delays or stuck in kind of a crappy situation. I know that this energy right here, that's the universe trying to wake this person up. And then we have the Empress for how they're feeling about you. So they're feeling like, you know, nobody compares to your energy. You're irreplaceable. They're also feeling like you're no longer chasing them. You spoke, this is what I need, and now you're not chasing them. I don't chase, I attract, the Empress. So they're feeling like you're their divine feminine. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So this person feels like this is a fated connection. They feel that soul spark too, I'm hearing. But they feel like to show you a new perspective of them, Page of Cups, and to be that provider, there's changes and adjustments that they need to make in order to meet you where you are. So that's good that they seem to be aware of that. Let's see their intentions towards you. What are their future intentions? Whoa, 10 of Swords in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles. So see, this is exactly what I mean. This is good. So 10 of Swords in reverse. This person does want to put, their intentions are to put this connection back together and to balance it. And to have a balanced connection. They know that it's unbalanced. They know that it was unbalanced is what I'm hearing. That's, you're looking over at them, you know, feeling like you want balance. That's their intention here. For some of you, for some reason with the 6 of Pentacles and the Hierophant in reverse, the 6 of Pentacles and the Hierophant always give me the energy of like therapy or counseling. So for some of you, this person's intentions could be to get help with the things that keep them stuck, with the triggers that keep them stuck or the fears that keep them stuck. But their intentions here are to put this connection back together, 10 of Swords, and to have equal give and take and reciprocity, to have balance. And on the bottom, we do have commitment. So this person's intentions are to work on themselves so that they can give you this balance, this equal give and take, and invest in this connection and get back together. 10 of Swords in reverse. All right. So now, instead of looking at actions, I'm going to look at the energy between you in the next 6 weeks to see if there's any movement. So show me the energy between these two in the next 6 weeks. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. I'm going to get one more. One more. The next 6 weeks. We have Strength. So the next 6 weeks. With this, I'm just going to explain what I'm seeing here. With the 3 of Swords in reverse, that does talk about an apology, making amends. The Strength card talks about having the courage to do so. So having the courage to apologize. The 6 of Wands in reverse is about feeling unloved and feeling unseen and feeling unheard. So what I'm seeing here is that this person apologizes for making you feel unloved. The other thing I'm seeing is that I just heard something about you, which is instead of internalizing this person not being able to meet your needs and feeling unloved and feeling neglected, I feel like you heal that wound within you and empower yourself and stand in your inner strength. This wound of feeling unloved and unseen, if this was, or that codependent wound, if that was triggered within this connection, it probably stems back to your childhood for some of you, where you felt unseen and neglected by your parents. I need to get more, because I am seeing someone having the courage to apologize for making you feel unloved, or for, you know, not seeing you. Let's just get one more to confirm this. Not actions. The energy between these two in the next 6 weeks. Yeah, look, we have the King of Wands. So this is really good, because their current energy right now is the Knight of Wands. And in the next 6 weeks, it looks like they embody the King of Wands and take action towards you and apologize. That's why I wanted to confirm it. So the King of Wands steps up. It's similar to the Emperor to me. It's, you know, wands are about movement. So the King of Wands talks about taking control of a situation. So I feel like in the next 6 weeks, this person develops the confidence to come towards you with that apology. And look what's on the bottom. We have the Lovers. So that's a choice. So they make the choice to, you know, take control of this situation with the King of Wands and apologize. Two of Wands leaving their comfort zone. And right now they seem stuck in that comfort zone. So what is your advice about this? The Lovers. The Lovers can also talk about, you know, an offer of love. It can talk about a reunion energy. So what is your advice? You fell on the floor. They both fell on the floor. So your advice. Oh, look at that. So we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Wands. So your advice, like once these positive changes start happening, there's going to be rapid change and rapid growth. The Five of Pentacles, I do feel like this person is going to make positive changes and come towards you with communication. So you should focus on making positive changes in your life, is what I'm hearing. This is about coming in out of the cold. So I feel like this person is going to come in out of the cold with communication. Let's see your advice. The Five of Pentacles in reverse tells us to connect to our power and capabilities. It suggests that any difficulties will be overcome. So there you go. Positive changes, recovery from loss, overcoming adversity, forgiveness, improved love life. And then the Eight of Wands. Movement, speed, progress, sudden changes, excitement. So stalled projects and endeavors, so things that have been stalled, things that have been stuck, will be picking up at great speed. Momentum is finally arriving. Eight of Wands. New possibilities and opportunities will arrive. Ride the wave and practice self-belief and confidence. This is a moment for you to capitalize on all of your hard work. That's nice. All right, so let me get advice for you from this deck. We have the Chariot. All right. So I just heard with the cards that I saw that there's about to be forward movement in a confusing situation. So what advice do you need? What advice do you need? We have, this is so strange. I saw that card for pile 1 as well. What advice do you need? And you got the manifest card. And we have the base chakra. So connect to your root chakra. So let me just to save you the time of looking it up, let me just look at how you can connect to your root chakra. How to connect to your root chakra. Focus on practices that ground you, provide a sense of security, and connect you to the physical world. And you know, I feel like your person's, their physical world is crazy right now, so that could help your person as well, especially with this manifest card. That can also indicate counterparts. So this can be achieved through simple practices like walking barefoot in nature, gardening, or yoga poses that target the base of the spine and pelvic floor. Additionally, incorporating affirmations, a balanced diet, and meditation can further enhance your connection to your root chakra. So walking barefoot, allowing your feet to make direct contact with the earth. Gardening, working with the earth, nurturing plants, connecting with nature. Yoga poses, like, I don't know how to pronounce any of these, so I'll pronounce the basic names. Yogic squat, standing forward fold, or warrior poses, as they target the base of the spine and pelvic floor. Pilates or dance, these activities also help you connect with your physical body and promote a sense of grounding. Morning meditation, begin your day with a grounding meditation, focusing on your root chakra and visualizing your connection to the earth. Breath work, practice deep, slow breathing, focused on the sensations in your body and visualizing your breath flowing into the root chakra. Affirmations, write positive affirmations about your root chakra and then repeat them throughout the day to reinforce your sense of security and grounding. Consuming root vegetables like beets, carrots, and potatoes. I like potatoes. Potato, which are known to be grounding and beneficial for the root chakra. Balanced diet, ensure that you are eating a balanced diet that includes protein-rich foods and red-colored fruits and vegetables. Visualize, imagine a bright red light at the base of your spine, which is the color associated with the root chakra. Sound therapy, listen to binaural, is that how you say it? Beats or other sounds that are designed specifically for the root chakra. So listening to frequency music that is for root chakra enhancing, or whatever the right terminology is. Crystals. Some people use crystals like garnet or red jasper to further stimulate the root chakra. That's funny because pile 1 had red jasper. So those are some of the things you can do. I just thought I'd look it up for you. I didn't mean to make a rhyme, but I did. So healing begins. That's 6 of Swords energy. You're kind of already in that energy. The energies around you right now are guiding you towards a better place concerning dealings of the heart. These energies bring new information, new ideas, and people to you. They will assist in evaluating your current situation and help you improve it. Oh my gosh. Even good situations can be made better. What are your hopes and dreams around relationships? Be comforted that you're being moved in their direction now. This is the time of healing, a time to let go of past issues and move forward. Better times are just around the corner. The letting go may include difficult relationships, the need to control the outcome, the fear of being alone, or anything else that's causing stress and unhappiness. By releasing them, you free yourself to embrace the supportive energy around you. Allow it to carry you onward and let the healing begin. And then we have the Magician, which you probably already know what I'm about to say because I read this card all the time in my readings. This is a time of great power for you. The Manifest card is here to tell you that anything is possible. You have all of the tools at your disposal to create whatever you desire. You have a variety of tools that can be put to good use. The ability to love unconditionally, to support, to cherish, to listen, to understand, to forgive, to be kind, to be joyful, and even silly. All of these are useful tools in managing affairs of the heart. Take some time to determine what your best tools are so that you can use them to work your own brand of magic around relationships. Before using these tools to manifest your desires, take some time to be clear on exactly what you want. A magician is always focused on their intent before working magic. You have the ability to manifest what you desire now, so take a moment so that there's total clarity. What do you truly need and want? Is it in your highest good? Is it in the highest good of the other person? Will it harm anyone? Magic and manifestation are powerful. When you come from a place of love, you will generate love. Be clear, be honest in your intent, and take action to manifest your heart's desires. You have what it takes to achieve this. So that's your advice. And we're just going to get you some... Look at how the crystals are all pooling down there. I think there's red jasper in this candle, actually. I actually chose the one with like the different colors in it for chakras. All right. So what does this person want to say to you? What does this person want to say to you? The first cut, I want to fix our connection. And that was their intention. That came out in their intentions. So they do want to fix this connection. Look, soul tie. I always feel connected to you. So what does this person want to say? Understanding. I see your side of the story. We have indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. I can see it. Secrets. I haven't told you everything. So I feel like this person hasn't told you half of the things they're going through in their life. We have holding back. I should have expressed myself better. Miscommunication. The Two of Cups in reverse, remember? And we have responsibilities. So they have responsibilities in their practical world that they need to take care of before they can mend this connection. And on the bottom, soul contract, the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. So, pile 2, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading if you chose pile 3 and the Ethereal Insights and this aura-coded Howlite Tower. This is going to be your reading about what Spirit wants you to know about love. And you also chose the pile where we're using the Wild Reflections Tarot. So we're going to start with this deck to see what Spirit wants you to know. And then we'll go from there. So it feels, right away the cards I'm seeing is it feels like you could have unfinished business with someone. But there are circumstances outside of your control right now. But we will see what else comes out. We have reappear, return. So it feels like this is about someone that you have unfinished business with, someone you already know. I keep seeing, I think, a card. Why can't I speak? I keep thinking that I see a card that's turned over. So difficulties, this could have been a very difficult connection with circumstances outside of your control. So let's see what this is about. We have reflect. So it feels like there needed to be reflection within this connection. Review again, go within, reevaluate. So whoever you're connected to, they could be feeling called to, they could be reevaluating the situation. Like I said, it feels like you are dealing with a situation that's unfinished where you don't have closure. You and this person this could have been a connection that triggered a lot of self-reflection in both of you. So let's see what we need to hear about this. Spirit, what messages do you have for pile 3? What messages didn't want to come out? Interesting. You could be taking a break from this person. That's the card that wanted to come out of the deck, but didn't come out. So it feels like you are in 4 of Swords energy with this person right now. We have intention, clear on purpose, manifest, set an intention. So it feels like you are manifesting this person to reappear. We have chemistry, magnetic bond, perfect match, and then we have perfect match again. So clearly you see this person as your person, even if you don't see the situation as perfect. It says kindred spirits. And we have stability, so you could be setting the intention or manifesting that there is stability restored within this connection. Let's get a few more. We have deceit. We have burnt out. So I feel like this connection could have left you feeling very burnt out, very stressed out. It could have triggered your self-esteem here. There could have been, this person could have lied to you about something, or they could have been deceitful, or they could have been manipulative in some way, and you could have internalized that. We have enough. You are perfect. Be proud of who you are. So it feels like, you know, one of the things that this connection made you reflect on is your own self-worth. I do feel like whatever this was, it was very overwhelming with that burnt out card coming out. But it looks to me like you are manifesting stability and for this person to reappear, because this feels unfinished. So you could be working on your self-esteem right now with that enough card. So I just want to look at what you need to know about this person and what's possibly coming here. So what do you need to know about the situation and what's coming? We have alluring. So it feels like right now you are in very magnetic energy, especially with this enough. Be proud of who you are. You are enough. Don't forget that. So it feels like you are working on your stability and your self-confidence. And it has this person very attracted to you. We have authentic and talk. So yin and yang. So it looks like this person wants to come towards you with authentic communication. Being very honest, where in the past maybe they were wearing a mask or they were not being honest and authentic. And we have someone who has a changed mindset here, someone who has a clearer perspective of things. We do have yin and yang here, and with the magnetic bond, perfect match, the kindred spirit card, you could resonate with divine feminine, divine masculine with this yin and yang. It feels like possibly this connection had to go into a break because something was out of balance and you were left feeling burnt, like emotionally burnt out, I'm hearing. But for this person, right now, they're very attracted to your energy. And like I said, it looks like you and this person are coming into balance energetically. and there's some sort of authentic communication coming in. On the bottom, we have quality time, time spent together, undivided attention, and transition, period of change, shifting, moving on from challenges. So it looks like you and this person are going to be moving into calmer water, and it feels like you're going to have this person's undivided attention. And there's the Empress card after a break. So that is interesting. So we're going to get tarot now. And look at that, the Empress first card. So it seems like you are trying to sit in your Empress energy. Very nice. There's a card flipped over in this one. We have strength, so a very strong bond. It feels like you're trying to trust your inner knowing, trying to harness that inner confidence. This could have been a very triggering connection as I'm cutting to the Tower. So it does feel like there was a Tower moment here between the two of you. Something wasn't stable. So anything that's not aligned, anything that's not stable with the Tower must go. And we have the Hermit. So it reminds me of that Mirror card, self-reflection, introspection. All right. So signs that I was seeing during the cut, I saw Virgo, Taurus, and Libra. And we have Four of Swords, which makes sense with what I was seeing. So it feels like you and this person are on a break. Like I said, something was unfinished here. And we have the Eight of Swords, new perspective, clearer mindset, clearer mindset, clearer mentality. Why can't I speak? So it's looking like, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, it looks like you're kind of surrendering control and, you know, kind of giving into this Four of Swords energy, gaining clarity, healing with the Four of Swords. The Eight of Swords in reverse to me is kind of the energy of, you know, releasing limiting beliefs, releasing limiting mindsets. It's also the energy of someone like coming out of that no contact. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out in tarot. So let's see your energy first. Show me the viewer's energy. We have Death. So clearly there was an ending here. With the Death card, that's Scorpio energy. So it feels like you are transforming right now. Transformation, Death card. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So it feels like you are focusing on self-love right now. For some of you, I'm not seeing anything about new love, but Ace of Cups can talk about new love. But I feel like this is more about self-love. So you're focused on your own cup. Your own emotional stability, your own emotional health, I'm hearing. Let's get one more for you. Show me the viewer's energy. Yeah, we have the World. So the end of a chapter. There's, you know, two cards about endings here. So it definitely feels like there was an ending. But I feel like it's unfinished. Interesting. The World, you could be at an emotional or physical distance from this person as well. You could also be transforming some of your own patterns with the World card. We have the Eight of Cups on the bottom, so it feels like you've, you know, walked away, or this person walked away from you. Somebody walked away from this connection, and it's causing a transformation. Like I said, self-love is really prominent on your side. I don't know if I've ever used the word prominent. So we have the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands. So it feels like you were walking away from, you know, you could see this person as your counterpart. Maybe there was a lack of stability, or you were accepting less than you deserved, so you walked away, or this person walked away. This is coming up on the bottom of the deck, though, for your energy. So you could be wondering if it's time to close this chapter, if it's time to move forward towards new love. So let's see your person's energy. On this side, we also have fixed signs, so Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. So show me the person they're connected to. Interesting. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So right now this person, I gotta put it over here, hang on. So right now this person is making adjustments, going through change. I feel like whatever's happening right now is fated. It had to happen with the Wheel of Fortune, more fixed sign energy. So Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. We have the Hierophant, more Taurus energy. The Hierophant in reverse, this person feels, with the Hierophant in reverse, I feel like this person felt like they needed to make adjustments before they could give you stability, and it feels like that's what they are making adjustments with right now. We also have the Moon in reverse. So this person they do have a clearer outlook here. With the Moon in reverse, there could be something they want to reveal to you. This person is feeling very weighed down by whatever happened between you. We've got the 10 of Wands on the bottom. So this person is feeling very weighed down by whatever happened. It feels like they feel stuck here. And remember, we saw that card about circumstances outside of your control. This is kind of reminding me of pile 2, actually. Their person also had the Hierophant in reverse. And it's the same type of message. Like, this person feels stuck until they make certain adjustments. So this person does have clarity and new understanding about this connection with the Moon in reverse. That is Pisces and Cancer energy. But they feel stuck about how to come towards you. There could be something they want to reveal to you as well with the Moon in reverse. They could have a fear that they don't have what it takes to commit to you with the Hierophant. So yeah, they feel constrained right now from coming towards you with clarity for whatever reason. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, maybe this person feels stuck about coming towards you until they make more adjustments in their life. There could have been deception or manipulation here on your person's side as well with the Moon in reverse. And I feel like they are seeing that more clearly. That could be their fear of talking to you, could be what's keeping them stuck right here with the Hierophant in reverse. They have a strong will to regain control of this situation, though, with the Hierophant in reverse. They have a strong will to do what they need to do to make that wheel turn again. Whatever your person is going through, it's fated, I'm hearing. 10 of Wands, your person is nearing the end of a difficult period. So I feel like your person has been going through difficulties. Remember, we saw that difficulties card pop up. So I feel like they've been going through difficulties, but they're nearing the end of a difficult period. There's things happening. The wheel is moving. We even see the mountains in this card. So they are making adjustments to overcome these obstacles. They're nearing the end of a difficult period. And there's this energy where they want to regain control of the situation. So let's see how you're feeling about them. How are you feeling about them? That's also giving me Four of Swords energy for some reason. That World card reminds me of the Four of Swords. So we have the Four of Pentacles for how you feel about them. So you feel like they're holding back from you. For how you feel about them, it feels like you haven't been able to let them go energetically. I wouldn't say you are codependently attached to this person. Maybe you were in the past. I don't think you're codependently attached to them anymore, but you're still holding on to those still holding on to that energy. You're still holding on to their energy. You haven't been able to let them go. So let's get one more for how you're feeling about them. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords. So 4-4, we have a lot of fours on your side, which talks about stability. So it feels like maybe you wanted stability from this person, but maybe they had, I saw the Devil in reverse, so Capricorn energy with the Four of Pentacles. So they could have had unhealthy patterns, especially with that deceit card there. You're feeling like, we have the Empress, so you're not feeling like you need to, you're not chasing this person. You feel like, you know, I always say it, I don't chase, I attract. You feel like right now you need to focus on yourself. You're not gonna chase them. But Four of Swords, you do feel like they're holding back, like they've withdrawn their energy from you. Let's get one more. How are you feeling about this person? Whoa, whoa, we've got the Emperor. So we just had, I've seen the Four of Wands. We just had the Empress for how you're feeling about this. You feel like they're withdrawn and holding back, and you're feeling like, well, I'm not chasing them. With the Emperor, you do, look at this. You feel like they need to be the ones to take action. They need to be the ones to step up and lead. You could definitely feel like this is your divine masculine with this Yin and Yang card, Aries energy. So you feel like they need to take the lead here. They need to come forward with stability towards you. I just heard, I'm doing me. So you are focusing on your inner garden with that Empress card. Yeah, Ace of Wands. So you feel like they need to be the ones to take action towards you. So clearly you feel passion towards this person as well with the Ace of Wands. So let's see. I feel like even if you feel inspired to take action, you're standing strong. You're standing strong. You're not codependently attached anymore. You're standing strong in your truth. You're standing strong in your masculine energy, which is like, I know my worth. I know that I'm enough. Interesting. All right. Let's, my throat. Let's see how they're feeling about you. They definitely want to talk with that communication card there. How are they feeling about you? We have Judgment. So they do feel, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So they do feel like you are protecting your energy right now. I do think that this person feels like they could build something stable with you. They see you as someone who would make a really good partner, a good mate. I'm seeing the Fox card, a strong partner or mate. They see you as someone they could settle down with. But look at this. They see you as nurturing your inner garden. You're focused on you. You could be very focused on your business right now. And Judgment, for how they feel about you, they do want a renewal here. They want to resurrect something here with you. This person feels like you're very, like you are a generous provider. We've got the Seven of Wands. So you could have boundaries up with this person with the Seven of Wands. This person could feel like there are external circumstances or factors keeping you apart right now with the Seven of Wands. They could feel like you're guarding your energy, like you're protecting your energy is what I was hearing before I even saw that Seven of Wands. But like I said, with that Judgment card, they want to resurrect something here with you. Page of Pentacles on the bottom. So you could be working on a new career or a new creative endeavor right now. They do want to be able to offer you something stable. I do feel like this person sees you as someone worthy of stability and long-term commitment with the Queen of Pentacles. But they could feel like maybe your defenses are up or your boundaries are up with that Seven of Wands. So they feel like you're very generous, caring, nurturing, good business sense, comforting, sensible, a kind partner. Interesting. 7 of Wands, asserting oneself. That's what I meant about boundaries. So they feel like you are now standing in your power. You're asserting yourself. Maybe you spoke up for yourself. And yeah, you could be protecting your energy. It says safeguarding, boundaries. And what's really interesting is the 7 of Wands does talk about implementing a strategy towards communication, because the 7 of Wands leads to the 8 of Wands. So right now this person is trying to implement a strategy on how to come towards you, on how to communicate with you, on how to cross that bridge. All right, yeah. 5 of Swords. Underneath the Page of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, which talks about wanting to make amends, wanting reconciliation. The Page of Pentacles, there could be an apology needed as well. I'm just going to get one more for how they feel about you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This person could be younger than you, or just more, I don't even want to say more emotionally immature than you. They could be more immature than you in a pentacle sense. So maybe they're not as established as you. Maybe they don't make enough money as you. Maybe they don't, like maybe you own a home and they don't. Maybe you own a car and they don't. But Knight of Pentacles, this person is determined to come towards you. They're determined. And again, they're implementing this strategy with the 7 of Wands on how to come towards you. There's also something about commitment here with the Knight of Pentacles. Like this person feels like you deserve commitment. And look at that. Planning how to come towards you with this stable offer. This person still has hope for this connection. So let's see their intentions. Lots of earth energy here. What are their intentions? There definitely could be an apology here. So we have the Page of Cups. We have the King of Swords. So this person, the Page of Cups can be an apology. Could be a small offer as well. The King of Swords shows that this person wants to come towards you with truth and clarity. I keep hearing implementing a strategy to come towards you with communication and an apology. And you can see this person getting ready to shoot their shot here with the bow and arrow. What's really interesting is it almost looks like this bird is holding them back. So the universe, I'm hearing Archangel Michael, could be holding them back until they've made the adjustments that they need to make to come back towards you. This person also intends to bring you a new perspective of them with the Page of Cups. I'm just going to get one more for this. What are their intentions? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they're, like I said, implementing a strategy on how to come towards you with this offer. And I said new perspectives. Did I or did I not say that? I said coming towards you to show you a new perspective, or that they have a new perspective. And now we have 8 of Swords in reverse on the bottom. So this person does want to show you a new perspective of them. They want to show you that they've changed, that they've grown, that they've gone through growth here. And again, I keep hearing an apology. Like this person intends to come towards you to show you a new perspective, to come towards you with truth and clarity, and then offer you something stable. So we're going to look at the next 6 weeks between you, the energy between you in the next 6 weeks, and that will show us what action they're taking. So what is going on between these two in the next 6 weeks? energy between these two in the next 6 weeks. We've got someone coming out of the darkness. We've got the Fool and we've got Justice. Everything, listen, everything I just said. Everything I just said. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. You could be very intuitive. Usually when my intuition is really strong like that during a reading, it's because whoever I'm channeling also has or also is very intuitive. And then it's like a double whammy of intuition. So in the next 6 weeks, we have someone wanting to get something off their conscience with the Seven of Swords in reverse. We have someone, it's the end of playing games. It's the end of lies. It's someone who is no longer running. They're coming in out of the darkness. They're coming in out of the silence to communicate a truth with you. The Seven of Swords, setting the record straight. So they want to set some sort of record straight. I can see that with their current energy, the Moon in reverse. The Fool. So we see this person taking a leap of faith towards you. I stopped mentioning signs. We have everyone's here. The Fool is Aries energy. Justice is Libra. And what did I say? This person coming towards you with truth and accountability and an apology. So they're coming in to set the record straight and to make something right here, taking that leap of faith. And I'm called, remember I said for you, I saw the fox, a strong partner or mate, but the fox can also represent, deception or this type of energy that we saw. So it feels like this person is leaving that behind with this image of the fox here. Again, they're taking a leap of faith towards you, leaving that energy behind, especially with the Seven of Swords in reverse. And look, getting ready to shoot their shot. I keep hearing that. So coming towards you in a very authentic way. Remember the white deck here, coming towards you with authentic communication, being very honest with Justice. And again, they want to make something right here. And the Two of Cups is about engaging in an honest and heartfelt conversation. So this isn't just them coming towards you with words. They're coming towards you with emotion, if that makes sense. Eight of Wands underneath that. So like confirmation all around. Eight of Wands. So it does look like you and this person in the next 6 weeks will be connecting, because the Two of Cups, unity, partnership, connection, close bonds, joining forces, mutual respect, open communication, reviewing current relationships and clearing up any miscommunications. So there's also something about clearing up a miscommunication. So there could have been a miscommunication within this connection. Nice. So what is your advice? This is very straightforward. What is your advice? What is your advice? We have the Sun. Clarity is coming. The Sun is the Yes card. So, and it's the happiest card in the deck. So I feel like there's happiness coming your way. I feel like this, I don't feel like this has been an easy connection. But Spirit's telling you to keep going, to persevere with hope and determination. That there's clarity and healing and happiness coming with the Sun. That's Leo energy. So keep focusing on your healing until this comes in. Very nice. Very nice. That was so straightforward. How long was that? That felt so straightforward. So when that happens, when it's straightforward like that, I also feel, oh my gosh, my candle, it's not burning. I also feel like that is an indication, hang on. If I start a fire, send help. So I also feel like that is an indication that when this person comes in, they're going to be very straightforward with you. Yeah. So let's get advice for you from this deck. I just made my candle black. Look what I did to it. Oh, well. That candle smells amazing. This candle was made locally in a crystal shop that I like to shop in. And it's red apple. It smells amazing. Hang on, I'm just gonna pour some more wax out of it. There we go. All right, so let's see what advice you need. I just saw the Chariot card, so it does feel like there's forward movement here, even if you can't see it. Well-deserved reward coming to you, my friend. So what advice do you need? What advice do you need about this connection? We have solar plexus chakra. So work on your solar plexus, work on your confidence. Makes sense with the sun card there. Maybe this person is working on their solar plexus. Maybe they had a blocked solar plexus. And we have giving and receiving. So it does feel like I'm hearing, this is magical. Look at what's on the bottom, nurture, which is the Empress. And underneath that, we have the Five of Swords in reverse, which talks about reconciliation. So keep focusing on your Empress energy. Keep tending to your inner garden. I am going to take this Empress card. But I was hearing the line from The Wheel by John Mayer, or The Wheel, whatever that song is called by John Mayer. When I saw that card, I heard, I'm going to see the love I give return to me. And that could be something that your person is focusing on right now, how they give and receive love. Someone with a blocked heart chakra has a hard time giving and receiving love in a balanced way. Not that that's a heart chakra card, but I wanted to mention it because I got that in a reading yesterday about a blocked heart chakra, so I looked it up. So 6 of Pentacles, balance, reward. When this card appears, relationships take on a loving, balanced energy. You've worked hard to understand yourself and others, and now it's about to pay off. Yeah, baby. You're being rewarded with joy and fulfillment. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from what you've learned around matters of the heart? I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that it could be this person. For some of you, maybe you have a career where you help others regarding matters of the heart, or maybe you feel called to help others or be of service with the 6 of Pentacles. Take some time to share your insights. Be careful though, don't try and solve people's problems, just be a mentor. So when this person comes in, don't feel like you can fix them or solve their problems for them, but you may be able to mentor them or be a mentor to them in how you've changed and transformed and healed. Look for ways that you can be assistance to those around you, but be sure to give only what you can and no more. So don't lose yourself in overgiving is what that's saying. 6 of Pentacles is when we are able to give to others without taking away from ourselves. In the spirit of balance, be open to receiving support and inspiration. The universe is waiting to help you. You're blessed at this time and will receive additional favors if you ask for what you need. Trust that you will receive it. So set your intentions. Light a candle. Don't set yourself on fire though, like I almost did. And we have the Empress. The Nurture card reminds you to tend to the garden, which I said multiple times in this reading. Relationships must be nourished in order to thrive. Count the abundant blessings of the relationships you have. Not just this one, your other relationships, even with your animals, even with your plants. Find ways to let others know that you care and appreciate them. Good relationships can be taken to new levels of happiness, and faltering relationships can be revived with loving care and attention. But remember, don't overgive yourself. Be sure to tend to your relationship with yourself. Nurture your soul by giving yourself the grace to be who you really are and love yourself for it. And you had that card about love who you are. Take a few moments every day to connect with the divine. Pull a card from a deck. It doesn't have to be this deck. Like if you have a tarot deck or an oracle deck, pull a card from it. Meditate for 5 minutes or simply have an attitude of gratitude. Nurture your mind by engaging in activities that stimulate and engage. Use your creativity in some way every day. Everyone has the ability to be creative, whether you paint, write, cook, sew, sing, dance, live. Take care of your body by maintaining good health or by making it healthy. Relax in a bubble bath, enjoy a good cup of tea, or take a long walk. Connecting with nature will soothe and nourish all aspects of yourself. Remember that nurturing yourself also raises your vibration and sends a signal of love into the universe. If you desire it, that signal will be a beacon that will bring a loving relationship to you. So, your affirmation: I shower all of my relationships with loving attention and watch them blossom. But don't overgive. So, I just want to look up how to balance your solar plexus. It's 143 here. That means I love you. Solar plexus. Wait. How to heal solar plexus. Let's look at that. So, solar plexus. What does a balanced solar plexus look like? Standing confidently in your own personal power. This energy is associated with the element of fire, symbolizing the desire to be seen and to take action. The solar plexus, think about it as your own inner flame. This flame provides you with the energy and motivation to create positive changes and embrace transformation. I think you're already doing that. It encourages you to let go of what no longer serves you, allowing for renewal and growth. That's so this reading. So when this area is in balance, the radiance within you shines forth effortlessly and you're able to share your gifts with the world. You stand in unwavering confidence, unaffected by the opinions of others, and maintain a strong sense of self. So how do we balance it? Twisting type yoga poses. Whatever that means, I don't do yoga. But twisting type yoga poses that twist your midsection where your solar plexus is. Some examples would be seated spinal twist, supine spinal twist, or revolved crescent lunge. Interesting. Candle gazing. Let's gaze at the candle. Gaze at the flame. Candle gazing is a form of meditation. It's pretty much done as it sounds. You basically stare at the flame of a candle. Your goal is to keep your focus on the flame. Gaze at the candle for 1 to 2 minutes and then close your eyes and continue work on envisioning the flame in your mind's eye. You can sit with your eyes closed in meditation as long as you'd like. Please remember fire safety. Don't be like me. Make sure your candle isn't somewhere it can get knocked over, and remember to blow it out when you're done. So it's not recommended if you have seizures, nearsightedness, glaucoma, cataracts, serious eye disorders, mental health conditions with psychosis, or if you've consumed drugs and alcohol. So be safe, my people. Connect with the sun. I've been doing that whenever it's sunny, which isn't a lot here in Nova Scotia right now. But in the mornings, whenever it's sunny, I've been going to sit in the sun for a little while because that can help increase your masculine energy. So sitting in the sun, use protection though. Remember sun safety, wear SPF if you need, or keep this a short meditation. So sitting in the sun, you can't stare at the sun though. Meditate with your eyes closed while facing the sun and feel the sun shining on you. While meditating, focus on the sensation of feeling the sun's rays. Sun salutations are an amazing way to balance the solar plexus chakra. Not only are you honoring the sun, but you're also increasing the heat in your body to help ignite your own inner fire and burn away whatever is no longer serving you and your highest self. Chant Ram or Ram, I don't know, R-A-M. Each chakra is said to have a specific word. So R-A-M, Ram or Ram. Chanting Ram can aid in bringing this chakra into a state of balance and alignment. It is recommended to vocalize the mantra aloud, allowing the sound vibrations to resonate within you. You can also listen to frequency music that helps your solar plexus. Do some cardio. Basically, while you do cardio, you're building internal heat and igniting your own internal flame. You're also burning away what is no longer serving you. Any type of cardio exercise will do. Running, Stairmaster, fast walking, the choice is yours. I do use my treadmill every morning. So even just going for a walk. Wearing yellow. So if you have yellow clothing, wear yellow. I don't think I own any yellow clothing, but wearing the color of the chakra can help balance that. Right now I'm wearing green, working on my heart chakra. Or putting yellow things around you. I can already guess that this is going to tell you to eat yellow food. So eat nourishing foods. Eat foods that feel nourishing. Eating foods that make you feel good is a way that you can work to balance this energy center. Eating enough food, both undereating and overeating, can disrupt your energy flow. It didn't say eat yellow food, but don't eat yellow snow. I'm not funny. And say I choose instead of I have to. So instead of saying I have to have a shower, I have to clean my house, I have to do the dishes, I have to do this, say I choose to. That's actually a really good tip. So I choose to do the dishes, I choose to go on the treadmill, I choose to take a nap. So stop saying you have to and say you choose to. Anyway, that was 7 minutes, so I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize. Dang it. Fighting the urge to apologize. I just passively aggressively apologize to you, really. So let's see what your person wants to say to you. Missed opportunity. Burn. So, I wish I could right my wrongs. All right, so let's see what your person wants to say to you. I wonder if something about a confession will come out. Dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. All right, so what does your person want to say? Let's calm down now. Secrets. What did I say? I figured something like that would come out. I haven't told you everything. So this person hasn't told you everything. So there is something they want to reveal to you. Oh, you got reunion. You were the only pile to get that card. We will always come back to each other. We have escape. I left when things got hard. And we have commitment. I want you to be a part of my future. And let's get one more. So I feel like this person, I'm trying to move on. I don't think they're trying to move on from you, though. I feel like they tried to move on and they couldn't, because these cards do not show that they're moving on without you. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. That new chapter could also be a new chapter for them, and their own growth, leaving that chapter of the fox, the deception behind. So, pile 3, that was your reading. I hope it resonated. I am sending you lots of love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye.